Hey guys, True Grit Scott from BLUESAWS at BLUESAWS.com. I'm just making a quick video because it's been a minute and I've been meaning to get something out to you guys. Just been darn busy. This is, we're into December now. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, by the way. We had a great one here with 18 people and everybody pretty much partied all night. Big ping pong tournament afterwards. But it was actually a good Thanksgiving. And I hope everybody else's was also. This season for BLUESAWS has been super busy, and what I'm going to tell you is it had to be August. August seemed like Black Friday, and I know people get wrapped up in Black Friday deals, and that's the big spending season, but it started for us in August, and we started getting just slammed with business, which is great, but it also eats away my time. I'm running in 50 different directions, so we've been so busy that I just don't have time. I'm still doing firewood, moving firewood around, splitting some stuff, and yes, I know I should be 2 years ahead, and I'm not. And I got a bunch of dead ash laying around, so it's not so bad. Not that I want to burn ash all the time. I love ash. I miss the ash trees, but the problem with ash is that it burns great. It starts green. Not that we have any green ash because it's all dead. Emerald borer beetle, probably talked about it in another video. But the problem with ash is it doesn't last overnight. You need some oak or some beech, it'd be nice, that kind of wood. And I got a ton of ash this year, so it's burning quick, so I'm feeding the wood stove more than I want to. And just a lot of running around, battening down for winter. It's a little bit, we're up on a hill. About a 1,000-foot driveway going straight uphill, so it's kind of a get ready for winter where we are. Out of power right before Thanksgiving, we had a snowstorm, knocked power out for 4 days, which is a royal pain in the neck, puts me back more behind on everything. So there's just a bunch going on is what I guess I'm trying to say to you. I wanted to make a quick video. I wanted to talk about, maybe if I tell you all the things I want to talk about, I might remember to talk about them. I wanted to talk about muffler gaskets. I want to go over my little spark plug boot trick again because I've mentioned it to people. I've done it in another video, but a lot of people hadn't seen it, so I'll do it again. I wanted to talk about Farmertec's 260 clone and 3120 clone and give you guys the news that I have. There was something else in there too, and now I can't remember it. I gotta write this down and do better with my videos. That's just the way it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you in closer just so you could see what I'm talking about. On a lot of these saws with the metal plate between the cylinder and the muffler, it really matters what muffler gasket you use. And I know you're saying, oh my god, a muffler gasket, what difference does it make? But I'll zoom in and show you the difference. I only have 3 muffler gaskets out here. I have like a 660 style muffler gasket. I have a ms360 muffler gasket, and I have a 361 muffler gasket, and they're all different, and it matters. And I'll show you. You know what? I'm going to pause it. I'm going to show you why it matters. Okay, guys, real quick. 660 muffler gasket, 360 muffler gasket, 361 muffler gasket. Here's why it matters. When you go to put these guys on, and I'm not sure which side it's going to matter more on, maybe I can show it better on this side. This muffler gasket has to fit in between these bumps here. 361 muffler gasket fits perfectly on the 361 muffler. You can get away with a 360 muffler gasket. However, it is hitting the bumps, and you need to trim a little bit so it doesn't get wrinkled on those bumps and doesn't sit flush and leaves a little leak. How big of a deal is a leak? Well, I don't know. Do you care about a little bit of burnt oil mix and carbon coming out there and leaking back behind your muffler? Maybe not. What scares me more is if it doesn't sit right and maybe your muffler bolt is loose and then wants to vibrate loose on you. If you look at the 361, that fits perfectly in there. It misses the bumps. You can't use, you can with a bunch of modding, but if you try to use that, it sits I'm having a hard time getting it laying in there, and I'm looking through the little screen, so it's throwing me off. You could trim it. You could make it work, but don't just try to slap it on there and get it to work, because it's not going to sit quite right for you. So that's the thing on muffler gaskets. They do matter. It's easier just to buy the right one, or just trim up what you have. Just be aware of it. Now, maybe I could do this. Maybe I need a little more light here. Now, oh, look at that. A little more light. So my goofy little trick is I have guys rip these apart all the time. They're trying to pull them off and the spring comes out, you know, the clamp that goes onto the spark plug. So the way I do this, and my fingers aren't great. I have a hard time getting in there and pinching on these. I really do. And I even have a tool. I guess I should have had it out, and I don't. Anyhow, I have a tool that I can clamp on there if I want. But the real way you're supposed to do these is, and I know everybody wonders, what the heck, what's this little piece of shit for? It doesn't do anything. You rip it right off. Well, if you pull on it and you don't rip it off, and if I get my fingers in there, I'm trying to show you. Here, let me move. And if you just go like this, up and down, while pulling on it, pops right off. That's what that's for. It's not for ripping it right out. You can't rip it right out without grabbing onto the spark plug wire and twisting it up and down. And sometimes I have to use a screwdriver or whatever to get in there to do that, and that'll pop right off for you. I'm going to pause you and then tell you the other little things I got to tell you. Okay, guys. So I have a bunch of customers, and everybody in the community's pretty much been asking, hey, how come you don't have 260s in stock? The word we got back from Farmertec, and this is what they're telling us, is that they switched some of the vendors making some of the piece parts for the saws. They were supposed to come back in October. Well, we're in December now, and they haven't come back yet. And I asked again this past week, and I didn't get a good answer. So it doesn't sound like that's coming back anytime soon. Maybe Murphy's Law will pan out, and because I did this video, they'll come out next week now. So maybe this video will move it along. But I don't have an ETA on the 260 clones. The next thing people have been asking about is the Farmertec 3120. I haven't heard a word about that. That was supposed to come out a good year ago, and it hasn't. And I don't know what the hang-up is, because it really seems like a saw Farmertec would want to do. Farmertec's been slowly adding some of the piece parts for the 3120s, so you could get a recoil, gasket kits, different things like that, but not everything. And once in a while we'll see a new part pop up, but not the entire saw. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not expecting it anytime soon, but again, Murphy's Law may, you know, make me a liar just for fun. So I don't expect those two. Trying to think of what else I have to tell you guys. It was just really the spark plug thing, because I was messing with 361s again, getting them ready for customers, and figured I'd talk to you about the gaskets, because I had somebody mention a gasket problem to me, and I think that was about it. I was going to make this a quick video, not a whole lot. Happy Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming up. I hope everybody's got their shopping done, or whatever you want to do. I think that's it. I'll try to make some more videos this week. Oh, you know what happened to me this past week that I want to tell you guys about? That blue 361 I've been running for a few years went wild on me the other day. I was sitting outside, and it was, you know, we were down to 16 degrees, and I think it was about 20 degrees, and I go to run it. Pull it 3 times, it didn't pop. That's kind of weird, so I'm already, that's odd. It's cold, whatever. I pulled it 3 more times, and I had fuel pouring out the muffler. That's unusual. Was there water in my fuel and the needle froze open, or I don't know. It wasn't flooded to begin with. It didn't feel flooded. Even with the fuel pouring out the muffler, it didn't feel, I didn't get it all locked up with the whole bottom end full of fuel. So I get it running, and I make one cut, and I don't even think I was totally through that cut, and it's not responding to the trigger anymore. It's just running wide open. That's kind of weird. So I don't know if you saw in another video, I'm having a problem where the wires broke for the kill switch, so I had to choke it to kill it. start it right back up and wah, right, wide open RPMs, not just like a little air leak where it was running a little bit fast or, you know, double the RPMs. I'm talking it was running 10, 11,000 RPMs. Shut it down, start it again. Look at the trigger, look at the carb. It's got the velocity stack on it. So I can see right in there, it's not hanging up, trigger's not hanging up, linkage isn't hanging up. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think I got 2 or 3 of these 366s to get done. Once I get those done, I think I'm going to put that right on the bench, and then I got some 660 builds and things like that. But I want to get that saw back because I was actually just going to make a quick video of just fucking wood, nothing great. And, well, I didn't get to make the video and talk to you guys, so here I am. Anyhow, guys, just a quick video to give you an update that I'm still alive. Everything's moving along, and hopefully I'll make some more. Anyhow, True Grit Scott, BlueSaws at BLUESAWS.com. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.